What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be looking into this Activision Flashback Blast Controller. Supposed to have 20 built-in games, and it comes all on an HDMI dongle. Alright? And if you watched my last video, where I reviewed the My Arcade Super Gamepad wireless controller, you would have been notified that I actually got that controller from HomeSense, aka Winners. Well, guys, they're on a roll because that's where I got this as well. All right, so this was 20 bucks. I have a couple of classic consoles, and I have the C64 Mini, and I have the My Arcade Atari Gamestation console as well. So when I opened those up and I tried those out, I'll be honest with you guys, it wasn't really my thing. I'm not used to those type of controllers, the joysticks, and the games with the joysticks really and truly just made it feel very outdated for me. I just couldn't get into it. Now, it's just not my era, right? So I don't really have too much nostalgia for a lot of those games. Some of them I did play back in the day, but a lot of them I didn't. So it was hard for me to get into under those circumstances, you know, in the conditions in which I was, I'm playing the games with the controllers and all that stuff. So I got this here and I said to myself, well, this is going to be a great way for me to play these games and give them a second chance on a controller that I'm used to, right? So I went ahead and grabbed this. There's 20 games on here, some of them that weren't on the other consoles that I have. And I said, you know what, man, I'm going to give it a try because I really do want to like these games and I want to like those consoles. It's just that I'm having a hard time getting into it. Some of the things that I love about, those eras, like the era of Atari, Commodore 64, I like the art, right? I like the music. There's a lot to like about it. So I want to get to learn more about it, that era of gaming. I want to become more involved with it and I want to experience it. So I'm really, really trying to give it as much chances as possible and give myself an opportunity to fall in love with it like I have, all those other consoles that I played in games that I've played. All right. So the Blast Controller by the Activision Flashback Blast Controller, 20 built-in games on an HDMI dongle. They got Atlantis, Beam Rider, Chopper Command, Hero, Stampede, right? They got a few in here. Pitfall. All right. So I'm going to open this up right now, guys. Show you guys what's in the box. And then we're going to get some gameplay. Alrighty. So let's see. There's no sticker on the bottom. Alrighty. There it is. Put this over here. All right, so out of the box, the first thing we got here is a fold out. On this side, it has the controls. It's a manual, instruction manual, whatever you want to call it, booklet, whatever. And on this side here, it's just showing you some of the features of the controller. So you can rewind, save, and resume games. It's HDMI 1080i definition. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that's a little lower when it comes to quality to 1080p. I guess it's the way that the image is processed and stuff like that. It's a little bit different, and I think it's a little less quality, but I'm assuming that they did that because it's gonna just make the gaming experience that more realistic. These games came out way back when, so to be a little closer to that era and how the games were actually played, I'm assuming that they had to just downgrade the quality just a little bit. And maybe just the hardware itself is just not powerful enough to do anything more than that. All right, so 1080i high definition. and it has a 2.4G wireless connection. All right, so it is wireless. There's no wires for this, which is a bonus in my opinion. Again, in my last video with the Super Gamepad by My Arcade, one of the reasons why I picked it up was because I was looking to acquire more wireless hardware and stuff like that. Wireless, what do you call it? Like keyboards, controllers, mouse, all that stuff, because there's just too much cords hanging around here. All right, so they also show you the other controllers that they carry with other games built into them. So they have this one here that I have right here, and then wait a second. So okay, got it. So I have the Activision Flashback Blast, and then they have an Activision Flashback Blast V1, Atari Flashback Blast V2, Atari Flashback Blast V3, and then they have a Legends Flashback Blast and the Bandai Namco Flashback Blast. The Bandai Namco has 8 games, the Legends has 12, and all the other ones have 20. So if you guys come across those in the wild, I didn't see all of those. I only saw this one, so I was only able to get this one, but I'm cool. Well, you know, Bandai, the one with Pac-Man might have been cool, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got this one, and I'm excited to crack it open. All right, so let's continue on here. So we got that. Boom. We got some stickers. Some cool, a couple of stickers there. Nice, nice. Always happy to get some stickers, guys. All right, we got the dongle. All right, you plug it in there. So it does need power. All right, nice little design at the back. All right, boom. All right, HDMI dongle. There you go. All right. Oh, we got the USB connector. All right, and the controller. Alrighty, let's take a look. Right off the bat, guys, very light. It is made out of plastic and it feels like it. You know what? The weight actually isn't that bad. It's not that. It's light, but I felt lighter than this, to be honest with you. So I think they did a good job with that. The buttons feel pretty good. You know, they're clicky, that's for sure. And it fits good in the hand. So you're gonna switch on the wireless right here, on off, and you put your batteries in there. All right. This one needs two AAA batteries. So we're gonna pop two AAA batteries into the back there, guys, and we're gonna get some gameplay. We're gonna play some games and see what's good with this. All right. Be right back. All right, guys, and we are in the Activision Flashback Blast with 20 built-in games, all on an HDMI dongle. Now, guys, I'm gonna get into this. First off, down at the bottom left-hand corner, you see it says multiplayer game, referred to about for info. What they're talking about there is that if you buy another one of these very same controllers, any games that are multiplayer compatible, you'll be able to use that second controller and play with somebody else. All right, so I'm assuming it has to be the exact same controllers with the same games on there, but I'm not 100% sure. You might be able to get one of the other versions of the Flashback controller, and it just connects through the wireless connection, and you just use it as a controller. It doesn't matter what games it has. Well, actually, you know what? That wouldn't make sense because the HDMI dongle has the games on it. So I'm gonna assume that any one of these controllers that you get, once you have two, it doesn't matter what dongle you have. Once there's multiplayer games on that dongle and you have two of the controllers, you should be good to go. That would make the most sense to me. All right, but don't quote me on that. Now, as I'm pushing through the buttons and whatnot, guys, there is like a 1 second delay as I switch between the games here on the home screen. So hopefully the actual gameplay is not like that, but
there is a 1 second delay. So every time I push that button, I go left, right, up, down. It waits a second and then it moves on. So yeah, hopefully the games don't play like that. And I'm gonna say this to you guys immediately, right away, without delay. Playing with this controller compared to the joystick or controllers you get with the Atari Gamestation Pro or the Commodore 64 Mini console is night and day, at least to me. It confirmed what I had assumed before. It confirmed everything that I was saying before. I can't stand playing with those joysticks. I don't know what it is. It ruins the game for me. You know, that's the honest truth. It makes the games feel a lot more outdated than they should feel, because honestly, playing this on the Flashback Blast, these games like Pitfall, for example, I had so much fun. I actually played the game for some time. Whereas with those other ones, with the joystick, I was forcing myself to play and I just couldn't deal with it after a while. So, guys, if you're like me and you're not used to playing with those type of joysticks, or you just don't like them, this is an option I would definitely recommend for you. Now, is the quality of this controller the best you're gonna find out there? No. But is it the worst I've ever seen? Not at all. And once you put the batteries in there, the weight is pretty good on it. It has a good weight. You could feel it in your hand. It is a bit slippery because it's plastic, and it feels like plastic. You know what I mean? So that is to be assumed and understood for what you're getting for $20. You know what I mean? But the gameplay itself, I didn't notice any real like serious lag. From what I could tell, there might be a pinch of it, but because these, you know, for what the games are and the era of the games and stuff, it's not really noticeable to me. Somebody else that has more experience might notice a lot more than I do. But with that said, it was a lot more fun playing with this controller. And they gave you, you know, obviously if you saw earlier in the video, it's they mimicked the Sega Genesis controller. So that's great. Every button has a function, right? You could rewind. It's built right into the controller, which is also great. It's just one button, you push it, it rewinds. That's great. The downside again to this, I would have to say, is that there's no instructions on how to play the games and stuff like that. So when you're in the games themselves, actually, let me look through this manual real quick. Let me see. Yeah, so like in the manual, actually, no, I take it back. In the manual, it tells you what each button does. It tells you what each button does. However, there is no direction or instructions on how to play the games, each game. So when you choose a game, you're gonna have to learn how to play that game, you know, just like that, unless you've played the game before. So yeah, guys, I apologize for that. In the manual, it definitely tells you what each button does. So it says, you know, let's see, X button is TV type, color. You can switch between color and black and white. The Y button is left difficulty. So I'm assuming that's for, and then the B button is for right difficulty. So I'm assuming that's for like player 1, player 2, multiplayer games and stuff like that. It says the A button is for fire, so that's action and unpause. Right? So yeah, it tells you what every button does. So that's good. I like that. I appreciate that. But you do have to learn how to play every game, as if, you know, every game you have to just jump into those waters and learn how to play, try to figure it out for yourself. So, I mean, that could be fun in itself. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's a moment to, it's an opportunity to explore the games and stuff like that and see what you like, what you don't like, and just discover things for yourself. So there's another game they had in here called, I can't remember what it was called, actually. It was called Frostbite. That game was fun too. Frostbite was really, really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm so happy that I got this, because what it's done for me is just let me know that these games are actually fun. You just have to have the right conditions when playing it. And by that I mean proper controllers, the right hardware. So for you, whatever suits you and your style of gameplay. So yeah, guys, I really think that's all I got on this one here. Would I recommend this for $20? Yes, I would. Can you have fun by yourself or with friends and family? I think you most definitely can. I don't know if you can add more games onto it. It is on an HDMI dongle and it does come with a USB connection, so you might be able to mod it and throw some games on there that you want to play. You know what I mean? If you guys know anything about that, hit me up and let me know. I know you guys are out there modding stuff and doing your thing. I see you guys out here. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys know anything about this particular controller here and modding the dongle or anything like that, hit me up in the comment sections down below. All right, guys? Hopefully I covered everything there. I think I did. The buttons feel great for 20 bucks. You can't go wrong. The controller is just a little bit slippy again because it is made out of plastic. It's a little slippery, but I think it's nothing you can't overlook for $20 again. All right, guys. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, if you're feeling clicky, if you're feeling clicky, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and that like button. And feel free to always leave comments, guys. It's always appreciated by me, alright? Until next time, peace.